No,
You
because you
probably
can't
should.
post it. Then she'll think it's she'll see it.
No,
No, but
we've
here's the
already
thing.
gone past. We're listening to
Well,
you
can,
talk about
record
your.
it and then edit it to where
Yeah.
it's just vague,
Yeah.
vague
No,
discussion.
but here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
Like I've had one relationship where I was like that, but that was from day one, though. Like from day one, literally the first time we met in a coffee shop,
Mhm.
she was saying such crazy, outlandish things that I was like, that makes no sense, man. Like I was literally telling her that, and that's the way it was. Like because like,
But the problem isn't that it doesn't make sense.
well,
It's that it's more
okay,
that
I
you know
see.
you're just withstanding
No, but that's the
getting
same.
through
Yeah,
it.
but with her it's the same. Like she rambles, and sometimes she would ramble nonsensically, and sometimes she just rambles about like, yeah, what else? Ah, yeah, I saw a cat. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, yeah, we need to keep talking for another half an hour,
Well,
right?
right. Well, that's
And
what I'm saying is like that's
yeah,
when you gotta be like, all right, well, gotta get
yes.
going. Love you.
What I'm trying
Bye.
to say is that I can only do it with a woman with whom it would be okay from day one. Like it wouldn't evolve that situation. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I had a relationship where that was okay,
Mhm.
but then the rest of my relationship, I would have been fucking killed
Well,
on the spot.
well, the problem is that you listen to their complaints.
Oh my
No, but I
goodness,
guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know. In
Daniel.
some cases, I don't know. It depends.
Because
It depends.
like you almost you can't really listen to what they complain about because
But no, but it really depends. It
they're
depends to
gonna
what.
complain about you like regardless. They're gonna be some complaints.
Wait. So you're talking about complaints about you or
Well,
complaints about?
just like basically what I'm saying is they're going to have some kind of complaint, whether it's that you're too much of a pussy to hang up the phone or you
Ah,
hang up the phone too quick. So either way, you're better off hanging up the phone quick if they're boring
uh, okay.
you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like there's
I
gonna be a
mean,
complaint.
maybe.
Daniel, Daniel, what has
But I'm
happened
saying
in your
here's what I'm saying.
brain?
Their complaints, here's my point. Their complaints aren't informing you on what's going to make them more attracted to you or loyal to you or good to you or whatever. Their complaints are about just what they would prefer in the moment. So
Mhm.
disregard them for the most part.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have trouble following right now, but
No, well, I'm saying like they're not they're the
no, keep
complaints they
talking, honey.
lodge.
Keep
I'm
talking.
saying their complaints they lodge. It's not going to be like, here's what would make you more attractive to me
Oh, I
because
see.
they
Like
don't fucking know.
there isn't a better course of action. You're saying.
Mm.
Yeah, well, because they don't know the answer to that. Probably kind of similar to
Okay.
like I wouldn't really know the answer to that. So any of my complaint would just be like, in the moment it annoys me, but I don't know if it means I would be more or less likely to be attracted to you
Mm,
or want to be with you.
okay.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, I mean, I don't know. Like the women that I usually have a relationship with, like would physically hurt me. Like it would be.
But
I would
well,
not survive.
but why do they feel why do they view you like Will Smith views Chris Rock?
Wait. No,
What's the
I don't think.
reason? There has to be a reason.
No, I mean, I guess the point is like they would feel incredibly disrespected if you showed no interest in their boring day. Like,
Difference is
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
But most guys' days are just as boring. We just don't talk about them as much.
Well, but I usually have something like crazy that I saw and that I did. Like I
Okay,
usually
so
Fair
do.
enough.
the running joke that we have between each other is that
Mm.
I always make light of her day because her day is like super super boring. So I always make fun of the mere fact that it's so exciting. Like I'm always like making it seem as if
Yeah,
Got
it's
and
it.
that's
exciting.
good. I like to do that too.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
That's endearing.
yeah, but that's
But okay, but see, that's why I have more questions. Like I really want to understand this person now. I want to kind of like crack open her brain and
It sounded like a pretty normal girlfriend call to me.
yeah, pretty normal.
Other than, I mean, there's a couple things that would have rubbed me the wrong way if I'm Darnell, but everybody's a little different.
I see. That was not surprising to me. That because I think probably Darnell and I have similar taste in women. At the end of the day,
But the framing of it is that's unacceptable, right? Other day when
maybe it's
brought
an
it up.
American thing. Maybe it's an American
I
thing.
think
'Cause,
it's
like,
American thing.
Yeah, because my my American girlfriend would be like that with me. Like she would say, "Okay, I'll let you go do your stupid union work or something like that." Uh, and then but then the one time that I said something like, "Oh man, that was a long call you had with your mom," she fucking flipped. Like, she was like, "Don't you get my mom's name out of your fucking mouth, dude."
Wow.
And I'm
no,
like,
I mean, well, but it sounds like a kind of a nut.
yeah, she was. She's a little
Right.
bit of a
So that's a
nut.
little different, right? She's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I mean, I've dabbled with crazy girls, so I mean,
But I love
I've
her.
had some of that too. Well, yeah, you're allowed to love crazy girls, and there is. I'll admit there is something appealing about a certain kind of crazy that
Mhm.
is really unfortunate that we
It
seem to be
is.
either we're programmed that way or just I am, but either way, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there's, I guess it's fun. There's nothing that struck me about it as particularly abnormal, I guess.
No,
No,
I
no.
agree. But I just am very curious and so.
Right, but it's perfect. That's
No, it's perfect. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
tone
Absolutely.
it should be.
That's exactly
They
how.
shouldn't think you're listening that hard.
No, wait. No. I didn't mean that. I meant.
Saying the his disinterest in her day is how it should be. Like,
That,
what
yeah,
kind of a
I
loser
assume I
is
buy
actually?
it.
What's that?
No, I mean, I will never assume survival like from doing that.
Well,
That I was very scared. Like
okay,
I was honestly scared at that point that
okay,
something
from an
could happen.
intuitive standpoint, what kind of a loser cares about someone's day?
No, I mean, you
Like,
can
oh, I
care
ate a
if you have
banana at
something
about
interesting to say.
9. Oh no, maybe it was 9:15. I ate a banana. It's like, if I am listening hard, then the problem is me. Like, I shouldn't be listening to this that intently.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Okay.
and if I remembered what time she ate the banana, then she can't. Like, there's no way. How would she respect the guy that remembered that? There's no way.
Yeah.
You can't respect the guy that,
What are you?
unless
That
he
is
has
fair.
like abnormal memory.
Oh my God, he remembers the little details.
I was about to say
No.
I
You
am
don't have to.
definitely one of those people. I don't give a fuck about the big details. That's meaningless to me. But the small details are usually the things that I pay attention to. So I don't know.
Okay. We don't need to respond to that. Yes. But yeah. Okay. Well, good. It was a good natural observation, if you will. Yeah.
But isn't that kind of just in
Is she?
general women?
Huh?
No,
Like, they want to go for control, but don't want to, like, aren't into actually getting it.
Wait, what?
In this sense,
I'm a little
they're
confused.
into trying to get control over you,
Oh, but not
into
have
a
it
guy that
complete-
doesn't let them have it.
Oh, but nobody wants to have. Okay, well, I guess there's a lot of psychos who like to have complete control, but I think it would be boring to have complete control over someone else, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So you do want to date your, like, middle of the run Darnell who like is kind of crazy like that, and so he just, even if he doesn't, like, the good thing about Darnell that is not threatening, but at the same time is kind of insane, and so he will still make for entertainment. I think that's what she's saying in you.
Yes, I think that too. I think one of the key things she's always said is that I am not normal.
Yeah, okay.
That's attractive.
All right.
I think that's the key thing that most girls that I date find attractive, is because I don't behave like a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty open about everything, so yeah. Anything that's on my mind, I'll say it. No filter. Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, okay, that's a lie, but it's fine.
Yeah. We're not gonna go too deep on that.
Okay. Okay, fine.
I mean, well, yeah, let's not go into it.
Okay, wait. Okay, what are you gonna point out? Let's dive into
There's
it.
okay. Here,
Mhm.
well, just as an obvious example.
Okay.
I mean, I appreciate what you're saying. Compared to the regular population, you say more of what's on your mind.
Uh-huh.
But there's zero chance you just say what's on your mind when you talk to her about, let's say, Val.
What do you mean?
For her day.
Oh, you just tell her, I don't know. Oh yeah, super attracted to her. I would like to have sex with her. I would like to really make us a throuple if we could. I masturbate. Sometimes she pops in.
Are you joking? You okay? So you do
Does she
understand?
know? Does she know she pops in when you masturbate?
No, because not Val doesn't pop into my mind
Val's
when I
never
pass.
popped in. Come on, now you're lying
Okay,
to me.
wait. When we're dating? No, not really.
Well, right. After you're dating, obviously. Only exes pop in, not your current girlfriend.
So, I don't
I'm
know.
not saying it's a bad thing. No, you shouldn't tell her. I'm saying you shouldn't.
But no, it doesn't.
But I'm just saying, whatever comes to your mind, that's what I say. You're going a little too far there. More than the average person, I believe.
Okay. But
like, you can't just say. I mean, there's some disgusting thoughts that go on in that mind.
no, that's the worst part. I don't have disgusting thoughts.
Oh, come on, you're shoving stuff up your ass, up your
That-
hole. You're doing it all.
But that's doing
Yeah.
actions, whereas in my mind is usually
But
like
your
very
mind
normal.
has to be
No, there's no disgust. No,
there's there's thoughts. They're disgusting thoughts that pop
like
up if
what?
you're doing
Like
those things.
you have to understand. Sex is just sex to me. Like the whole entire point
Okay,
is to
but
get
there's
off.
never a
But
girl you have an interaction with in, let's say you're with your girl,
Mhm.
but you're in the grocery store, you have an interaction with a girl, then the
Uh-huh.
thought just pops in your mind about bending her over or whatever.
No,
Now,
no.
never. You never have
Wait, what?
imagined having sex
Okay.
with a girl.
Okay,
You don't
You never
have
guys.
imagined
sexual fantasies about people.
you don't have
No,
those, is what you're saying.
Go
no.
fuck yourself.
Okay, guys.
This is lies.
Go fuck
Okay?
yourself.
Wait, guys. You have to understand. How I get off is by the scenario, right? But I don't masturbate to people that I see.
Well, you don't have to masturbate to it. I'm just saying what you're
Right.
thinking.
Yeah, wait, I'm confused.
The claim is you just say whatever you're thinking.
Yeah,
I'm saying if that's one of the things you're thinking, which it almost certainly is. Come on, you're a fella.
Yeah, but no.
Then you don't mention it. You think it. You push it out of your head because well, I can't be doing that, and then that's that. But the point is, the thought pops in, you push it away, and you never mention it to anybody.
But no. Like
Come on,
look,
man.
I'm telling you, I do. Look, I do not have sexual thoughts about people I'm with or I see, right? I don't do that because I find it's pointless. If I wanted something, I'd just go for it. I think that's where you're missing the point. If I want something, I'm going to go for it.
You can't go for it, though. She won't let you. So what do you mean? You can't control the thought that pops in. The thought just pops in.
Yeah, but okay. So I know myself as being one of the horniest people I've ever encountered. I have yet to meet anyone hornier than me. I'm always horny, but I suppress it when I'm in my regular life. Like,
okay, so
as long as there's no possibility of sex, then there's no reason for me to think about
you go
fucking
to jerk
someone.
off for your 6th time of the day in the bathroom or whatever weird shit I've heard
yes.
you say.
Actually,
okay.
I'm on my 5th today. I'm on my 5th.
Okay, so what are you thinking then? What pops in your head?
A scenario. No.
Now here's okay. Does she know what pops in your head? Of course not.
She knows I watch enough porn that usually I just use the scenario.
Of course, she knows you watch porn. I mean, I get that, but like she doesn't. The point is,
she doesn't know
there's a line. There's a line of information where she's allowed to, like, my girl's allowed to know, hey, I jerk off to feet, but I don't want her seeing the extent of the depravity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I also object? I have an objection. I would like to object to the use of masturbate with your girlfriend. That is really awkward. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of weird.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
here's one thing. Okay, Daniel, you do understand that my fiance knows how to what extent I care for Val, right?
She doesn't know the full extent. No
She,
way.
she I'm telling you, she knows that the only other person that I've ever synergized with like her is Val. She knows this.
Synergized.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
It's
this is a new level of like vaginal terms.
it- yes. So
The only person you've synergized with, huh?
yeah. Like she knows that Val is roughly equal to her in the sense of
You've said
how,
this.
exactly. But I've told you this.
You used the word equal.
Yeah, and I've told you this, but she also knows this. So there is no
Okay.
problem there. She knows all this stuff about Val. That's what I'm trying to point out.
I wonder.
And on top of that,
I wouldn't
she
ask her
also
because I guarantee you're lying. like if it's hard to imagine, but let's say I liked cock. If there's
Okay, I'm listening.
If a girl has an ex or someone she's like in love with that I'm
Uh-huh.
seeing, and I think, oh yeah, he is hot, maybe I would touch his cock. I still wouldn't be cool with her being like in love with him and hanging out with him.
Yeah,
because she's not that type either. You've said she's a monogamous type.
yeah,
So she wants you to her. I
yeah,
don't want you to others.
uh-huh.
She doesn't share you,
That's right.
but she's cool with that.
Yeah, because here's where I'm trying to say, like, I separate sex from my relationships, right? So fucking is
But
just
she
fucking.
doesn't. She
Yeah, I know,
doesn't
but
know.
yeah, but that's a thing. Like, she knows that I'm not seeing Val because I want to fuck her. She sees me seeing Val because we're friends and we're enjoying our company.
Yeah.
She doesn't see me.
So she's a rube, is what you're saying.
A rube? What's a rube?
A
Like an
dirty
idiot.
rube. So you're you're really bluffing. Is
What?
She's buying your bluffing.
What?
That's what's happening here.
What are you saying?
What no, what I'm not buying is you're saying
Uh-huh.
that there's no thought of fuck in the equation with Val, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
When we're together and chilling and chatting and shit, there's no thought of fucking.
And if
Well,
she's
okay,
you're probably gonna be like, no, you're fucking lying. You don't understand. I had this conversation with my fiance, right? And I also told her that if a scenario like that were to happen, I would call her up and ask her permission.
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't doubt that you said those words. I just doubt that that would ever occur.
Why?
I think it would. There's no way you would actually do that.
Why would
most
you believe
likely
me?
You and Val sitting alone. You had a couple margaritas, let's say. She starts touching it. I mean, come on, you're not gonna be able to. I mean, you're going for it.
No,
You're not making a phone call. You're not making a phone call.
Why wouldn't I?
Well,
This is guys. Why wouldn't I?
You say, "Excuse me, I have to make a phone call," and then
no, I would be like,
"Hey, my love, how was your day? Now tell me about it for 5 minutes." And now, by the way,
no. First of all, I'd make the phone call, and then I'd be like, "Somebody wants to talk to you," and then I'd be like, "You tell her."
Oh, so you're just shooting yourself in the foot?
Yeah, because it's
that's not awkward at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just. I don't believe that either because
you see
you're fucking yourself over.
But
you're ruining the whole moment. The moment of passion after a couple margaritas.
The moment of passion. Oh my goodness. Listen.
After a couple margaritas, they get a little passionate, you see.
Marie-Lou, I need your help. He doesn't believe me.
You don't want to have a fiance phone call and ruin all that.
Oh my goodness. Marie-Lou, can you explain to him, please?
I don't really know what to say.
That's understandable.
What I want to say is that I find it interesting that for Daniel, it is inconceivable to have a relationship where you're so honest that this kind of openness is acceptable.
right? And
yeah, except it wouldn't be acceptable because she's not open about that.
No, but they're open about the reality of the relationships that they have outside of themselves and the nuance of these relationships.
I would even say
Yeah.
like what Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith have is probably along the same lines.
Oh, so that's why you want to slap people.
Yeah, that's it.
Now it's making sense. How many of your son's friends is she fucking?
I don't know about how that works, but okay.
Well, I don't know how it works either. But they're very powerful. Power couple, some would say.
Well, hey, more to them, you know?
Yes, more power to them. As the pain and life drains from Will's eyes.
Fuck him. I think she's doing the right thing.
I agree too. I think she's doing the right thing.
Step one, fuck your son's friends.
Yeah, I think your son's friends are fair game.
Yeah.
I thought it was the son's parents and not like the son's like friends.
The son's parents,
like the son's
monogamous relationship.
I mean the son's friend's parents or something that like she was fucking, not just the son's.
Oh no, he was
friends.
Like early 20s, I guess, at the time, and she's
nice.
Anyways, she's a power woman, so a power.
Sure, well, hey,
that dominance. I'm for that shit. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, my hatred for men already. So.
Oh, we're always wrong.
Men are. Speaking of which, we can talk about this, right? Here's a nice little thing. Okay, so this is what makes me mad about men, right? Like, I'm just being told secondhand the story, right? So apparently there's this super quiet girl, whatever, and she ends up meeting a guy, and they interact with each other, and the girl basically tells the guy before they have sex, like, if we have sex, and this is like their first time having sex or whatever, if it comes down and we have sex, we're something and not just fuck friends, right? And apparently the guy agrees to it, and then the girl is like, okay, he's my boyfriend, blah blah blah, along, like, I guess a little bit afterwards or whatever. And then she gets drunk or whatever, and basically she's like, come get me, blah blah blah, I'm drunk. And he calls her a crazy bitch, and and just like just ditches her.
Lost a couple of wait, no, this doesn't sound like something that would occur unless the guy is mentally insane. So something's being left out.
Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff being left out. I'm just pointing out the fact that the guy probably agreed to the whole entire let's be something just to fuck the girl, and then afterwards just ditched her.
Well, yeah, dudes do
but
that.
That's what I mean. That's precisely the problem with some men.
Also, yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's shitty. But the communication about the what the relationship is always
it's
messy, and like people could definitely work on being more blatant about the terms of the relationship.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people try to weasel out, like, okay, asking where is this going or where do you see what you do, that's useless. That shit's
I hate that so much.
Well, it's totally useless, because really the question you want to know is, are you fucking anyone else? Are you trying to fuck anyone else? Do you plan on fucking anybody else? Or are we basically kind of just fucking each other?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the questions you actually want the answer to, but you're giving, basically, like, if a woman is asking you that, they're giving you an out. Like, don't give him an out. Actually ask him the question you want the answer to, instead of saying, where is this going? And he can go, oh, well, I mean, I like you, and I really think, I mean, it could, who knows where it goes from here, but maybe. Don't give him that. Just ask him the questions you actually want the fucking answer to.
But then if she does go to that extremes, then you'd think she's crazy.
No, it's not even extreme. If you don't do it like a crazy person, it's not extreme. You would just say, look, I'm kind of like a monogamous person. If we're gonna see each other, I just need to know, like, are you seeing other people, or are you trying to see other people? Like, say, ask now, ask like what's going on in this moment, and then you can judge what you want to do from there, rather than
Mm.
saying like, where do you see this going, or something vague where the answer is almost always meaningless.
Exactly. I actually agree with him in this case.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh, why does this like I just have a problem because it feels like you're always relying this uh task to the woman to
Mm-hmm.
just start this conversation when you could
Well, if
just say,
she's the one that wants to know, not if the guy's the one that wants to know, he can do it.
I mean, no, the guy should, if you start seeing someone, you should just be like, hey, like, I'm just dating around,